Hello everyone and welcome back to Visual Novel Fridays. Yes, Visual Novel Fridays is back. Oh boy, well, can't wait to play this game. Alright, Deja Vu for the NES. First released in in the Macintosh computers, which basically kicked off what's known as the Mac Venture series. For the Macintosh. But anyways, Deja Vu, developed by ICOM Simulations Incorporated for the Macintosh computers. Kemco Seika would then develop the NES port in 1990. Not only for the NES, but later on for the Game Boy Color as part of a package called Deja Vu 1 and 2. I forgot the actual subtitle of the game, but yeah, basically there would only be 2 games in the Deja Vu series, and I'm surprised that the second game didn't come out for the NES. And as I mentioned, it wasn't until the Game Boy Color when we got both games, well, all in one cart, which I will get to the second game at a later date. So anyways, I want to focus on the first game at hand, Deja Vu for the NES, developed and published by Kemco Seika, and again released in 1990. Now, this is a point-and-click adventure game, just as, if I remember correctly, I did for Professor Layton. You also gotta do puzzles, but it was also a point-and-click adventure, except, you know, I kind of wish that they had made an NES mouse, you know, for games like these. Now, keep in mind, ICOM Simulations would use this same engine for 2 other titles, Uninvited and Shadowgate. I will get to those games at a later date. They may share the same engine, but the stories are completely different. Now, in the original game on the Mac, you had a time limit. Like, you were on a strict time limit. Because, well, you were you wake up with amnesia, and you were drugged. Yes, you were drugged, and the longer time passed, well, it's considered the game over when time runs out. But thankfully, in the NES version, I do not have to worry about any time limit at all, thankfully. And this, because I was scared to even play this game, because I was worried if there was a time limit, oh man, I really gotta pick up the pace, you know. I really had to pick up the pace. But thankfully, when I looked it up on Google to see if there was any time limit for the NES version, thankfully there is not. However, there's one thing you have to be careful with. One, you can make basically, if you get lost or make the wrong choice, you may wind up in a dead game. Or if you game over too much, your file, bam, automatically erased, and you have to start over from the beginning. I know there was a third one, but I'll save that for next part. But anyways, Deja Vu. Let's get started. Let's press the start button and begin a new case. Deja Vu, a nightmare comes true. So let's begin a new file here. Alright. There's going to be a lot of reading going on. You are waking from a stupor that feels like a chronic headache after a week in Vegas. That's a premonition there. Keyword, Vegas. You notice your right palm is covered with dried blood, but you can neither see nor feel any wounds. I wonder why. Alright. You feel a sharp pain on your left forearm. rolling up of the sleeve, you find a tiny puncture on your arm. Has a doctor injected me with a medicine? Then you realize you can't remember who you are. You have no idea where you are and why you're here. You have no memory, ... whatsoever. Alright, so let's begin the game here. So I'm going to be using save states for this whole playthrough. I'll even save the game if I have to. Alright, so this is basically the whole game where you have to move from different places but via this menu here. Alright, so let's examine the coat here. See what this is. A light brown trench coat that matches your trousers. You feel something in the pocket of the coat. Alright, so let's open that pocket then. Alright, so we open the pocket. Ooh, look at all that stuff we can take. Alright, so we're gonna take all of it. And yeah, keep in mind we gotta do this for every single item. That there isn't no highlight all and then bam, take it. If only it would work that way, but sadly it doesn't. Alright, so let's take the coins. And also keep in mind that your inventory is limitless. So you can have all the items in your... basically, you can have as much stuff in your inventory as you want. There's no limit. And I think that also applies to the PC version. Well, the Macintosh version. Alright, so I'm also going to take the coat with me. Ooh, what's this? There's nothing more handy than a 38 at your side. Let's examine it first before we do anything crazy. It's a 38 special. Go ahead and make your day. Oh wow. And this is supposed to be 1940s. Yeah, keep in mind, we're set, this whole game is set in the early 1940s, specifically 1941. The game, I don't know why it says 1942, but we're in Chicago, 1941, December. Yes, the month of the attack on Pearl Harbor. So, if I remember correctly, that's during World War II. Alright, so I guess I have no choice but to take it. Alright, we took the handgun. Alright. You can't take it. Well, take what, the door? How about, can I take this toilet paper? Aw, but I need to wipe myself. Alright. But yeah, since we're playing this on the NES, the mouse cursor is, well, slow. If only they like giving you the option to increase the speed of the mouse cursor, but sadly I don't think that's possible. Unless you were playing on the Macintosh, the OS does give you the option to increase the mouse movement. And also, if I remember correctly, in the Macintosh version, there's no music. It's just the sound effects, to make it more eerie, at least I think. But yeah, let's open it. Open the door. Alright, we can finally leave. Alright. We've gotten everything that we need out of that coat, and we also taken the gun. But unfortunately, now that we have the gun, our fingerprints are in there. You're in the washroom. From the looks of it, you figure the janitors must be on strike. Alright, let's examine this mirror here. You see yourself in the mirror. You again realize with horror that you can't remember who you are. So yeah, there will be times when we will see that a little part, which meaning it also means if you were playing it on the Macintosh, that basically proves that the clock is ticking. All right, so let's examine the sink here. It appears to be a sink. All right, so let's open the door here. All right, door's open. So yeah, there's gonna be a lot of reading going on. The door is open. Oh, well, you actually have to click move every time you wanna move to a different area. All right, so you are in a dingy hallway. Alright, so first thing I want to do, let's go to our items here and open this here wallet. Alright, so here we have a key 1, a card, and a $20 bill. Alright, so let's add these things to our inventory. So the key 1. Yeah, again, there ain't no select all and then just take it. Again, if only it were possible. ROM hack, anyone? ROM hack? I mean, I know that this isn't in NES game, but hey, I mean, there's no, it shouldn't, you know, stop from adding those types of features. Alright, anyways, we're done here. Let me switch back to my inventory. Oh, that's address, wallet. Here we go, the goods. This is basically our inventory. Again, unlimited space. You don't have to worry about that. Alright, so... Alright, so we have 2 doors here, a white door and a brown door. Okay, let's see. Which way do we have to go? I guess we can go through here. Let's go through here. Alright, we open the door. And let's move here. Let's go through here. Alright, we are now here in a dark, empty bar. Obviously, the bar is closed, or else you've scared everyone away. I wonder how was that even possible. Okay, which way should I go next? Oh, but there's something here. Let's examine this thing here. It's a shot glass full of seltzer. Alka-Seltzer? Anyways. Alright, so let's take it. Take the seltzer. Alright? So let's use the Alka-Seltzer. Hopefully that should cure me of my headache or something. And I'm going to use it on myself. You quickly down the seltzer. Ugh, stuff tastes terrible. Why would anyone drink this stuff? I don't know. Alright. Well, let's see. I guess I can use the gum on myself since that taste was awful. Alright. You pop the gum into your mouth. After a couple of seconds, it loses its flavor. Alright. At least on the plus side, I don't have to worry about that awful taste of seltzer. Okay, so again, there's a lot to go through. We have a lighter, we have coins for reasons. The only thing I'm glad again that there is no time limit, but if I remember correctly, Shadowgate, I've played a little bit of it. There is a time limit. How do you know what is your actual clock? The torches. The longer they go, like the more they go down, yeah, it'll tell you that your time is almost up, and you would need to find around the entire castle more torches. And if you let, like, say you're holding one and it goes out, well, that's game over. That's really game over there. Alright, so let's see, where can we go next? I guess we can examine this here front door here, or this place right here. Through the window, you see an empty street with no one in sight. Alright, oh, there's a door here. It's a door underneath a staircase. It has the words wine cellar on it. Alright, so I guess we could go upstairs. I think we can just click here. Ooh, there's some posters up here. Alright, you're in the upstairs hall leading to a door on the wall. Sorry, let me reread that. You're in the upstairs hall leading to a door. On the walls are some posters of fighters. You feel very dazed. You'd better do something about it. Your memory loss is making you feel weary. You feel like you have been up for many days without any sleep. Only worse. Oh boy, that's not good. Alright, so let's examine these posters here. It's a poster of some boxer named Doghouse Riley. Let's examine this poster here. It's a poster of Puff McMuffin. Alright, here we have a third poster here. Oh, wait a minute. It looks like a poster of you, but then you can't remember who you are. The name underneath says Ace Harding. It doesn't ring a bell. So yeah, this is who you are. You are Ace, well, in this case, you are Theodore Ace Harding. But I guess players who played this game would rather just call him Ace Harding. So yes, this is you. You are Ace Harding. All right. More on his story later. All right, let's open up this door here. Ooh. All right, we open the door. Let's step inside. All right, here we go. Let's move. All right, get in there and ooh, you're in a reception room or secretary's office. The odor of cheap perfume still lingers in the air. All right, let's examine the desk here. It's an everyday, run-of-the-mill desk. There's a drawer on the other side. Alright, so let's open up that drawer. Alright, open the desk. There's an envelope there. Ooh. Open the envelope. And there's a bill here. I can't open the bill? Alright, anyways. Let's examine that bill. It's a bill from Dr. Brody made out to Joe's Bar. Address 934 Sherman Street, Chicago, Illinois. Alright? Bill. 1. capsules, $10. 2 sodium pentothal, $56. Medrazine, 20 $26, $25. Anyways, the diethanol tramine, $40. The shock on my face, priceless. Alright, total $132. It sounds familiar, but you can't be sure. Alright, so let's just take it. It's an in case. We taking the bill? Alright. Alright, so which way should we go next? Well, I see another door, so let's see if it says anything. The door won't open. It must be locked. Okay. Okay. Let's see. Let's also examine the phone here. It's a telephone, okay? There doesn't seem to be anything unusual there. Through the window, you see nothing unusual. Right? Let's open this here door. Oh, right. I need to look at the... I need to use... let's see. No, not you. Ah, here we go. The key. What would you like to use it on? Click. The key worked. Cool. Alright, we can finally move towards that door. Oh, wait a minute. What's this? You're in an office. A dead body is slumped over the desk. His left hand grips the phone receiver. There appears to be something in his pocket. Okay, so let's open up the pocket then. Alright, we have a second key, so let's take it. Alright. Okay, so, you know what? There has been some stuff that I have not checked yet. So, we're going to examine every single item here. Oh, except for the coins. It's a gold-plated lighter. It has the initials JS on it. Hanky. It's a handkerchief with the initials JS on it. Who is this JS? It looks like a pair of sunglasses. The lenses are very dark. It's a light brown. Yeah, I already seen that. The gun, it's a 38. Yep. Let's see. Key, it's a key with the word office inscribed on it. Card. It's a card with several holes punched into it. It says private access card. Penthouse Seagull. It's a $20 bill. Seltzer. The glass is empty. I took a look at the bill. Key 2. The key has the Mercedes-Benz trademark on it. Alright. Alright, that's cool. Let's see. So, let's examine the desk here. On the desktop, there's a pool of dried blood. There's a drawer on the other side of the desk. Okay? Open it. Open the desk. Ooh, pencil and a third key. Before we take them, let's do a quick examination on it. It's a common 2 pencil. Okay? Key 3. It's a key marked front. Okay? So let's take it. Take it. Take the pencil. And we take the key. Alright, so far so good. Some of these keys will be saved for later. Let's examine the phone here. It's an old-fashioned telephone. The cord hangs limply from it. What's this? It's a wall safe with a combination lock. Through the window, you have access to the fire escape. It's a man who appears to be lacking something, namely life. There are 3 bullet holes in him. He's still gripping a receiver in his left hand. He suggests a memory. You feel as though you should be able to recall who he is. It's a phone receiver. The cord has been pulled out. Okay. Let's see. Where else can we go? Alright, so I guess we can do this. Oh. The window's been open. Alright, cool. I guess we can finally move here. Oh, sorry. Alright, so you're on a fire escape. When there's a fire, you use it to escape. Well, duh. Alright, so... let's see. Where can we go next? Alright, so let's move this way. Good. Alright, so you're standing on the 3rd floor fire escape. You have a breath-taking view of the alley below. Okay, and there's a window there, but I have to open it first. Alright, window open. Now I can finally move towards that area here. Oh wow, what is this? What kind of room is this? It looks weird. Alright, so let's examine this whole place here. Let's see, what are these? The empty medicine vial says the diethanol tramine. It sounds familiar, but you can't remember. Check the bill. The medicine vial's labeled says medrazine. Alright, it's 3rd bottle here. An empty medicine vial that says sodium pentothal is written on the label. What has it been used for? Let's see what this thing is. It looks like an unusual chair. It has restraints for the arms and the head. Perhaps it's a dentist chair? What kind of the dentist would use these kind of chairs? This is just weird. Definitely weird. Alright. Let's see. Let's examine here. It's a waste basket. Alright, so can we open it? I mean, I don't see a door in it, so I don't know why it says we have to open up the waste basket. Alright. Capsules. Yeah, in the original game, in the original game, in actuality, there were syringes. So for the NES version, they changed it to capsules. Capsules. The doctors put medicine in these for patients to take. Speaking of taking, got no choice but to take them, thinking they will come in handy later. All right, so we got the capsules. Alright, so I guess we're done here. Let's open up this elevator. It won't open. What do you think you're doing? Oh, alright, fine. Alright, so I guess I gotta hit it? Whoosh! The elevator door slide open. Oh, doors slide open. Alright, so we can finally move. Oops. We can finally go inside the elevator now. You're inside the elevator. Where do you want to go? Alright, so we've gotten into the elevator, and we see 4 buttons. So yeah, if we want to push a button, we have to click on hit every single time. Alright, so okay, so I guess we can try the first button here. You see the doors close and open. You push the button for the floor that you're already on. You went nowhere. Whoops. Alright, button number 2. When the button is pressed, the elevator starts moving. Within moments, the elevator stops and the door opens. Alright, so we can move. Is it open, by the way? Oh yeah, it is open. It's open. Alright, so let's move this way. Alright, so we arrived on the area where we found Joey Siegel's office. Alright, so as you leave the door, yeah, the elevator door shuts behind you. Obviously, this elevator is used as a secret means to get in and out of this office. Alright, so we don't have no choice but to go down here, because the elevator unfortunately has been shut off. Well, we can't go through there. Alright, so we're back in the bar. Nobody's in the bar. It's empty. Alright, so I guess I can call it a part right here. Next time we continue on, I'll make a save state here. So yeah, how you get a game over, that depends on your actions. So again, there is no time limit. So you can move around all you want, like explore every nook and cranny of any place you go to, and there's no time limit at all. So I'm gonna save the game here and save state here and call it a part. Next time we continue the adventure with Ace Harding. So until then, everyone, take care and God bless. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, leave a like, comment, and share with all your family and friends. If you're enjoying my content, consider subscribing to the channel, and don't forget to click that bell to receive notifications for new videos. Take care, and God bless.